See that thing in the sky there? That'll be the Vox relay.
Vox stations serve as key communication hubs for the Protectorate. Unauthorized visitors are likely to be shot or...
At the risk of sounding glib, that ain't a good sign.
Correction. The sign seems to be functioning nominally.
Can't say the same for the trooper.
Company. Must be from that ship on the landing pad.
Whoa there, go-getter. Welcome to Fairfield, now under the new and improved I'd usually ask if you were affiliated with the previous regime. Even so, going to have to ask you to identify yourself. Still a war on and all. Huh. Really? Everyone knows we're cultivating our sprat population for a new deep fry. Look, we're Auntie's choice. Lying's fine. We downright admire it even. End of the day, we let most anybody in. Bottom line's all we care about is our bottom line. That'll be all. As I've never heard of her, can't say I can. Seems like Minister Milver Street knows everybody though. On the way from the landing pad? Had a convoy out that way. They're overdue. See any sign of them?
Big, dark cavern ahead. Seems likely we'll find Crabbles hereabouts. At the risk of sounding glib, that ain't a good sign.
Correction. The sign seems to be functioning nominally.
Can't say the same for the trooper.
Company. Must be...
Whoa there, go get. Welcome to Fairfield. Even so, going to have to ask you to identify yourself. Earth Directorate, huh? End of the day, we let most anybody in. As I've never heard of her, can't say I can. Seems on the way from the landing pad? Had a convoy out that way. They're overdue. See any sign of them? Damnation. I know that tossball. Belonged to a friend on that detail. Keepsake. Thanks. That'll mean a lot to his family. They can use it to pay his gravesite fee. Them Protectorate drone's been a serious menace of late. Heard Trooper Faulkner shot a few. You find a way to put a stop to them, there's a bounty for it. Once again, welcome to Fairfield, the official new home of free trade and self-reliance on Eden.
Might I have a word, Commander?
Why choose just any choice when you could choose Auntie's choice?
Holler when you're ready for me, Doc. I'll be over here. Definitely not in excruciating pain. Don't mean to sound unsociable, but you might not want to stand so close. Wouldn't mind conversating a bit, though. Anything to take my mind off the pain.
This unit is not permitted to operate within corporate-owned medical facilities without said corporation's consent. Non-legally binding reassurances, however, may be offered.
Reassurances, you say? Like what?
Deploying reassurance. Do not worry. You will be fine.
I guess that's something. Look at me, drawing comfort from a drone after being attacked by one. Funny world, ain't it? I was on sentry duty, bravely surveying our perimeter for threat. I returned fire like it was a seer. It was all going fine until the damn thing blasts me while I'm reloading. Mighty uncourteous, you ask me. Trooper Faulkner, no idea where... As for the rest of these fine folk, they were only one of the most lucrative... The FOB's our main line of defense. The man in charge, Commander Torres, is a legend. Rumor has it his troop... Playing it safe doesn't amount to much, but it's all a moot point. I suppose it could be worse. At least Command's not throwing us at that relay station. Can't imagine the... That sounds great. I'm sure...
I must ask you to hold still. Excuse me, that chem set is not a toy.
I'd say welcome back, but I reckon a clinic's... If you're here for the doc, hope you ain't in any kind of hurry. Wait's still on the long side of short. Much obliged. That feels night and day better already. Protectorate forces won't know what hit them once I'm back in the field. Thanks again, friend.
Stop that scrounging around.
Keep your petty skepticism. I'll pay my tab in no time. You'll see.
I see a huge opportunity for us in Fairfield. There's zero competition and plenty to drive people to drink.
It's Auntie's choice.
You're tuned to wireless free Arcadia for merry melodies and prevailing conditions on the battlefield.
Welcome to the name-pending saloon, purveyor of spirits and stimuli. Reckon so. Back already? Anything else I can help you with? That is an ensuing step on my 19-point business plan. At present, my top favorites are 1. The drunken haggler, 2. Accessories, 3. Absinthe-minded, 4. The fair shake. Now tell me, which would make you spend your hard-earned bits here? Well, that's what we'll call it then. I'll tell future business partners we did extensive outside testing. I can now check off step 18 of my business plan. Shh, not so. But the nice thing about Fairfield, if you sound like you got some know-how, people believe just about any bit of hooey or bunkum you declare. Why, sure. You'd be surprised how... What? Between the Protectorate defectors, finally able to speak their minds, and any particular topic you have in mind? Oh, Minister Milverstreet's blessed with the gift of gab. Swear he could sell bypass shunts to a Raptidon. Ain't one of them shares command of Fairfield with Acquisitions Officer Carr. She's blunt and murderous. 2 traits Auntie's... To say they have differing approaches to leadership is like saying, gee, suns are hot, whilst being incinerated in a solar eruption. Vox Station's run by a brigadier by the name of Montelli. Real piece of work, even by Protectorate standards. Reportedly enamored of show trials and summary executions. You're asking me for the particulars of... They merged. Rebranded. Anti-Cleo. Tell you one thing you can't avoid. We have a small contingent of troops bivouacked nearby. Forward Operating Base, they call it. My pleasure. Got anything for me in return? course I know that. We all do. Just trying to make some bits while I can, you know? Besides, some say it's decades away. Why fret on... Here I was hoping you'd have a good story for me in exchange, but... oh well. Not everyone's a seasoned raconteur. All right.
Reports. Rest assured. Time for another performance review already. Apologies, I'm still applying the required elbow grease to scour. Many thanks for the validation. I don't suppose you can spread this meritocratic society is still so foreign. The workplace skull. I fear I'm not cut out for this canid, eat canid lifestyle. Never picked up those skills in my 50 years as Fairfield's drone operator. Pity they didn't. Oh, you're right. I wanted change. Whole reason I left the Protectorate and
by concentrating on high-value targets. The strategy we will continue to employ. Case in point, even though the Automech Repair Center has been successfully rendered unable to repair automechs, several patrols have since gone missing in that area. You may wonder whatever could be to blame. Combat drones are hitherto unknown species and aggression and wildlife
Never catch a break. Finally find a way to get ahead, and this happens.
That guard wasn't being ironical about the giant hologram over Town Hall. Well, guess we ought to go acquaint ourselves with that minister like she said.
With a door this tough? They must be storing something good in there.
Yeah, guns, armor, probably some ammunition too. Honestly, Kemp ain't that much of a mystery.
You're thinking too small, Murph. I'd put money on the Protectorate stashing treasure.
It's a constabulary, not a bank. And certainly not some science. These Protectorate lack imagination.
We've tried everything short of skipping a ship through that door to get inside. Though, come to think of it, maybe that's...
I'd love to see the quartermaster's face after turning her lamps on.
Fine, Skip drives out. Say, maybe we could commandeer one of them tractors out in the field instead. That could plow through the door.
In case you haven't noticed, we're in the middle of a war, and hard to say whether we're winning or not. Better question is why no one else is treating this like a top priority. In any siege, advantage when Officer Carr ever gets the... Right.
If there are any weapons at all.
You've made your case, Kemp. I'm more interested in hearing what is with every... I don't see it mattering much either way. That door is sealed tighter than a Saltuna can. Nobody's getting through anytime soon.
Oh, really? Why didn't you lead with that?
Ordinarily, I'd question how you came about such a unique skill set. But circumstances being what they are...
Leave me be. I have no interest in dealing with the machinations of you dark marketers today.
Don't go into that cheap saloon if you got a lick of gumption. They got no tolerance for it. Why do you think I'm asking you? Nothing to do with my crack.
Welcome, welcome. See anything you like? Well, what I meant to say is that we now have the new improved Purple Berry Crunch. Now, I'm sure you'll find something. Hello again. I don't think we were properly introduced. I'm Arthur. Thanks for noticing. All part of the presentation, of course. Think success, present success, be success. It'd be a mite tricky for anyone to swipe something when I'm standing right here. Nothing gets... I've been working the store, still finding my stride with all the marketing suavities, as you witnessed. Advertising isn't, according to the guide and situation. I didn't want to seem discourteous by Thanks for all your help. Now, is there anything I can do for you? Sure thing. When you say.
Knock off the funny bit. Big idea. Weapon works. Test it somewhere else. No more for nonsense.
Yes, if you... Oh, no. Oh, no. No. Yes, if you... Oh, no. Yet you see fit to keep me in a constant state of consternation. With each unauthorized act, you jeopardize our hold of Fairfield.
Yes, but you must understand, the Protectorate citizenry is a hair's breadth from defection. Within the week, I'm certain.
Certain. Like the week prior and the week before that. Impressive foresight you wield. Should apply to join the Order of the Ascendant.
It would be difficult enough to convert the stubborn populace without your soldiers' constant, ill-advised forays.
Enough! Your yipping reminds me of my 2 old canids. I loved those canids. You, on the other hand, are trying my patience. We don't want to try Auntie's patience, do we?
No, Auntie.
Yes, I thought not. Now, unless you care to see what life in the lower rungs looks like, you will both of you cease your foolish maneuvering immediately. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Auntie.
Good. See that it is done. I will brook no more disappointments. And while you're at it, you might want to look into your security situation, Commander. I'm not accustomed to an audience when addressing my subordinates.
Who in the void? Eavesdropping on Auntie's choice business is like to get a body shot for spine. Though you're not wanting for moxie. I'll give you that. A surprisingly good point. Especially from you. She only forbade us using our own but which? Well, you seem an observant. Come see me before agreeing to whatever absurdity he...
Alone at last. I never thought she'd leave. Now then, allow me to introduce myself. I am D.B. Milverstreet, Minister of Marketing, Duke of Demographics, Commercial Condottiere, President of Promotional Material. Tell me, do you believe in signs? I say, anyone can be an ally, even a supposed enemy. I do not believe in signs. I believe in opportunity. But I'm hardly the type to beg and ask for nothing in return. Tell me,
With that hat? Absolutely not.
Is this a bad time to mention I can read lips? I have some faint recollections of the fuzz beneath my hat. Perhaps I saw... The record room is in this building. You have my permission to peruse at your leisure. But surely a go-getter like yourself has more ambitious goals on our island. Ambitious, aren't we? Easily the best protected location on Paradise Island. Better yet, helping me shall result in our saving hundreds of... Auntie may demand car. The Protectorate utilizes the Ministry of Accuracy. I previously sent a grafted soldier, Trooper Ceylon. Yes, one additional word of warning. The good Commander Carr shall... An opportunity to attain my goal. Find your way...
Watch yourself, friend.
Watch out for that Auntie Cleo. I know she don't look it.
Well, if it ain't D.B. Milver Street's newest sycophant. I'm Officer. If you'd spoken with me like I suggested, mayhaps the two of us could bandy words, but you didn't. And taking sides with Milver Street me...
My cover story has worked. I am safely, I was able to easily, I have hacked into their, well, I have little.
Seems like there's more from this terminal's view, Commander.
Juliana. Oh, my Juliana. Even though I now rank among the Protectorate's foes, I hoped you would return to me.
Ectoplasm. Wait. Nope. just taro excrement. Ugh. Heavens, Auntie, you scared. Shouldn't sneak up on a man like that. Good way to earn a bullet betwixt the eyes. Guess I should apologize for all that hullabaloo before. Just, look, I know how it sounds, like I'm a few crabbles short of a hurt, but just, it all started the other night. Saw a personage leaving the greenhouse, late. Figured it for Emily, but happened again the next night. Gave chase that time, but lost him hereabouts. I turned a corner and they'd up and vanished. I've knocked on doors, peeped a few windows, respectfully, mind you. But then, a being of pure information well, maybe? I still don't know all the particulars, yet. But yeah, we are all molecular machines and whatnot. I'm familiar with the 6 pillars of scientism. I certainly won't say no to having a fresh set of lamps on the scene.
That must be the greenhouse. You know, one where that Emmeline is supposed to be releasing stolen goods.
Rest assured, the beacon of Auntie's choice will shine again.
I suppose it was only a matter of time until we were discovered. Though what an odd thing to die for. Apples. Is that not why you've come? Because you discovered our recent larceny at the greenhouse? And here I was given to believe you invaders were soft on crime. But do not think we will merely lie down and accept our fate. Wait, I hear footsteps. Duplicitous cur. You didn't come alone, did you?
Is this a secret cellar? And hidden in plain sight, damn near. Guess well, if they're only flesh and bone protectorate.
Let no witnesses escape. Kill!
Let me know when you needed a stretch.
Guess I had this mystery all wrong. Small part of me was hoping... Nah, never mind. It's down... I lost a... friend in the invasion. A good friend. Thought maybe all this was her. She was. Yeah. Romantic entanglements ain't exactly encouraged between troopers, especially in the same division. Supposedly but I digress. Thanks for your help, and for listening to my languishments. Glad someone else might remember her now.
DeVries sure has some cheek putting the Earth Directorate symbol on her wall after everything she's done.
I thought my duty I'd even create all that was left. Well, I don't understand. I am the old. I did it. With the complete gullibility of I can only keep telling.
I can't believe this. Void me if I understand any of this. DeVries sold us out for what? Because of a few equations? Some dots and lines on a graph? Good fucking law. I mean, she wasn't a damn scientist. She said it herself. She didn't understand all of it, the math. So what was she thinking? No. You didn't know her. Not like I did. Damn it! I never wanted to talk about this. DeVries may have saved me on Triangulum, but I wasn't the only one looked up to her. Lots of the other recruits talked about her too. They all thought she was the pinnacle of what an agent should be. Tough, smart, ain't a job she couldn't get done. And reckon so. Figured my own career could be just that, and then she betrayed us. Tried telling myself it was an accident. The Order of this Sin is just another sect of the Order of Scientific Inquiry. The grand plan and all, believe they can predict the future or some. But 10 years ago, I mean, she always struck me as so pragmatic. Used to think they were good. But when those beliefs start to require hurting others, even killing them, that's whatever her plans. She started putting them in place while stationed under. Reckon there's got to be someone on the island who can help us with that.
Hey, Gads! The hologram's gone down!
Isn't a malfunction?
An outrage is what I call it. That hologram was our flag planted in the soil of conquered lands.
That's it.
Good. That symbol is our pride, our identity. How can you wage a war if you don't even have a logo?
In the tossball leagues is seen.
No signs of corrosion. Exhaust manifold still warm. Come on, baby. I can't help you if you don't tell me what's wrong.
We are speaking of the same. Hiring special forces.
People think I got ejected from the saloon because I'm 3 sheets to the wind. Well, maybe I am drunk. Drunk on bold ideas.
Whoa! How in the blazes did you get in there? Huh. Guns after all. Most of these irons look pretty old-fashioned.
Yeah, it's real sad how our trainees will have the armaments to defend us now. I swear, Kemp, sometimes I want... And of course, we have you to thank. That sure was an impressive display of ingenuity and forward thinking.
What do you think, Murph? Guess we could make this some kind of tax write-off.
If anyone asks, you're a professional we hired through the proper channels. Definitely not some nobody drift...
A lot of fresh blood in the talent pool around here with these Swear, I almost had it this time. Look like you've had your share of troubles. Ever had the perfect opportunity just slip through your...
Pills, good for what ails you.
Boy, take this terminal and trash it. That's it. I need a smoke.
Feels good to be back in the saddle, don't it, Val? Kind of reminds me of our days in Nix's orbit, dodging protectorate patrols. You remember that?
Error. Memory not found.
Ah, well. That's all right, Val. I'll just have to do the remembering for both of us.
Oh, what's this? State your purpose, outsider, or exit yon way you came. Stay true, outsider.
Engaging hostile items.
Seems nowhere on Paradise Island's gone untouched by this war.
Engaging combat protocols. Ready.
I'll take fighting raps over living in a surveillance state any day of the week.
Ain't as tough as you thought. Hey you! Get over here before you get yourself killed.
No, you ain't got what I need. And you can't come stumbling around here looking like prey. These raps ain't had a bite to eat since their pods dropped. And a desperate rapt is a dangerous rapt. Yeah? Well, I'm troop. They're always counting me out. Every single one of them. And now, this rap didn't even have anything that could help my graft. This whole thing's a wash. Sick of it. I know, I ain't blaming you. That's part of climbing the ladder. Ain't but one rung at the bottom. Can't exactly afford to be picky about the jobs that come my way neither, considering my condition. If you had, you'd know. Unless you're accustomed to seeing folk roaming around with exposed muscle fibers or stunted extra limbs on their backs. Sorry. Guess I'm just used to folks staring real. I'm considered a liability. My graph's all wrong. Everyone in Fairfield reckons my time will come soon too. But I'm still mostly upright. I just know I can do more for Auntie and for the war. It's just... weren't many of us grafted soldiers to begin with. No. Enhanced Soldier Division was the fancy public-facing name for the graft. Bet they'd erase it from the financial records if they could. I only been able to treat my own ailments thanks to Doc Tinsley in Fairfield. She worked for the program for a... She's bound by contract to work on whatever task Fairfield's illustrious leader set her to. Nothing else. But... she also ain't quite got the... get the feeling you will. Anyhow, think I'll return to... good luck in there. Mind the raps.
Just me, or did Inez remind you of Helen? Tough like her. Shame she's with Auntie's choice. I know I've been pushing to find DeVries, so this might seem a bit of a left turn. Got an old friend here on the island. The doctor who patched me up after Horizon Point. Ex-protectorate, a good... tracked on the Westport a short time ago, but never got up the nerve to visit. Reckon we could drop by and pay him a visit? Brief one, of course. No, I mean, at least not since that time I tried mixing my own detergent, but I'm sure you don't want to hear about that. I had some bad years on my own. That starts with writing accounts. This friend of mine, Zebulon Tran, I let him down. And I've been chewing on that live wire for a while. After I recovered from Too Small, I had my orders. I was to stay low. I agree. We worked often than not. Our help only made... well, you weren't. Anyway, only later I learned Zeb hadn't given up the struggle like I assumed he. Much appreciated, Commander. Promise, I won't be making a habit of pulling skeletons out of my closet. Westport's on the east side of the island. I tracked Zeb.
Confronting threat.
Commencing combat-related activities.
Great. Mercer in the wall.
A delectable delight. As flavorsome as it is conscientious. How would your neighbor feel if they knew you were eating a balanced diet? Why, just ask everyone's neighbor, Prudence. Prudence dictates you eat them. Continued research in an even wider array of
Tetra sure wouldn't want this in the wrong hands, so it's probably exactly what Milver Street's after.
Give Auntie 2 bits, and she'll give you some new glitz. Give Auntie 5 bits, and she'll give you a facial.
Can't believe some of those Protectorate hull heads just couldn't see the benefit of self-betterment.
let them simmer in their cells first.
You ever find yourself with too much disposable income? I got plenty of ideas on how to dispose of it.
I see a huge opportunity for us. Well, don't you look? Oh, what'll it be, stranger? Reckon so.
Commander, there is a 98.7% ammunition can be...
I can also help you craft...
Knock off the funny business.
I don't much appreciate you undermining my work, Minister. When have I ever not made a go of a job for you, huh? Is it so damn hard to extend a mind of trust?
Calm down. You know well would not have been necessary had you completed your task. Bad Trooper Sealong, no mind. The individuality encouraged by Auntie's choice sometime. How has your progress been? Have you acquired what we discussed? Excellent! Pleased that someone in my employ can be relied upon. Here, have one of my finest suits as a token of thanks.
Again, you gave away my job and told my replacement to send me home. That don't make me wayward, and it sure as shit don't make me unreliable. If this contract weren't staying my hand, I reckon you'd be answering to it right about now.
You mean grant preferential treatment to a subpar contractor? And I suppose the bits for such a procedure shall simply...
And if I die or leave, how do you reckon failure to retain an enhanced soul...
Please pay this disgruntled employee no mind. What would she do without Auntie's hand to guide her if she were unemployed? I should think death...
That's it. I'd rather be a down-and-outer for the rest of my life than crushed under your counterfeit leather boa boot a second longer. I quit!
It most assuredly is not good for her. This is unheard of, and I might add, you'll not be welcome with an Auntie's choice once more. We'll not take a contract.
So you say. But Auntie's choice ain't seen a trooper like me before. You'll regret counting me out. Till then, I hope you choke on your mock apple martinis. And you, I got a proposition for you. Come find me when you're done with this clown.
She will most assuredly regret her decision. Most assuredly. But I suppose that is... The acquisition of this information is but the first part of my plan to bring our foes into the fold. And worry not, the culmination of my plan will bring me the tools to aid you in your endeavor. Westport is a shell of the bustling town it was prior to the invasion. Though, verily, I've a kit of supplies to aid you, items to cajole or to dissuade. Sabotage the town or sway the citizenry. The choice is yours. Should pose no trouble for a go-getter like you. Excellent. Here's the kit. Advertisement tapes, ambidextrine, assorted stimulants, free samples of purple berry crunch, everything you need to wage war on the With that, I shall mark the locale. Begin with the vigilant Hogarth. Now, I'm sure you've asked yourself for a tap. Well, wonder no longer. For the completion of this deed, I'm prepared. Then consider yourself officially deputized. Be forewarned. I can only guess at the needs of the denizens of Westport. You must engage with them, gauge their situation. Only then. Do I look like Officer Carr to you? Guns.
All done in there? Was hoping we could chat.
Stop that scrounging around!
This paradigm of yours, or sovereign, or whatever, does it really provide everything you want?
We are provided everything we need. Not everything.
You want freedom of choice. You want Auntie's choice. Give Auntie 2 bits, and she'll give you some new bliss. Give Auntie 5 bits, and she'll give you a patience spread.
I'm simply not credulous enough to accept this is where I've ended up. Doing the work of at least 3 lackeys. Or a full half-dozen automechs. I'd welcome you, would-be consumer, but we are not a retail op. Please visit the various consumer locations around Fairfield for all your purchasing needs. I was meant to have help, but they lacked the barest amount of gray matter it takes to keep from getting locked up by excessive corporate malfeasance. Breaking my back, trying to buttress all these vines on top of all my other jobs. So, is there anything else, or can I get back to work? Really? Feel you're entitled to that information, do you? Because all these plants were unknown inside Auntie's choice. And there's a good chance, though I expect word any day that the big brains in R&D will have... And my contract says I get 0.003427% of net after development, testing, packaging, advertising, and distribution costs. So, you know, this is a pretty big deal for me. Really? Feel you're entitled to that information, do you? It doesn't? I know a slew of folks missing pieces. Quite the set, but then again, they all only have one job, so... Research, mostly. Though I expect... And my contract says I get 0.003427% of net after development. Well, I've got a lot left to do.
so many rumors flying around.
I was surprised to learn that things that are artificial are good.
Welcome, well. How can I improve your day the Auntie's way? Sprats again. Must be after the crunch. Please wait here. This'll just take a moment. Welcome, welcome. See anything you like? No sign of them sprats, thank law. Coming back out. Be there in a moment. I'll meet you back at the counter. One moment. How can I improve your day? The Auntie's... I'm...
And I'll take care of it, Commander.
Engaging combat protocols. Emergency protocols ready.
Executive skill building continues. Well, at least for me.
No, Jackson, don't! Don't fret. With these boots, I can fly! Help! Are you breathing? Say something! Oh, law. I can't believe he jumped that way.
Sir, I know this isn't the time, but...
What? No. That ain't how we operate in Auntie's Choice, Liza. We might be looking at a pretty fierce demotion for losing
Demotion?
No. Now cease your jaw. Hey, you! You down there! Would you mind checking on our fellow? Might he have survived the fall? He thought those boots would make him fly, but they really just allow the user to jump repeatedly. Unless their downward velocity is too great. If so, well, you see what happens. Dying, actually. Dying in a fairly... We've been stuck atop this machine since Ida, one of our new Protectorate acquisitions, had her gray matter scrambled by the height, jumped down, and landed right in its gears. I can't fathom no sensible motive. She joined us shortly after Auntie liberated her with...
Were you not listening? She said she'd always be a loyal subject.
The notion that she'd sacrifice herself, even after seeing the vast possibilities in staying alive. And the reason Jackson tried using those plasma thruster boots was to gather a piece of machinery.
It's a drive overloader. If we install it, we can push the platform's arm harder.
Though the power of that overloader will deluge the system.
So if you were to use them boots to bound up the spire and deliver the overloader to us...
Exactly!
Oh, thank the sovereign... thank... You're by our prop of Brachythecium rotabulum. They're found in bandages and burn tinctures. If you don't have that drive overloader, ascending may be a waste.
That's it? It was that easy? Oh, thank the law. I never thought of myself as a vertiginous sort, but...
I mirror that sentiment, to be certain. In fact, Auntie will have to pay me triple if heights are to be involved. And isn't it grand to be in a system that allows me that freedom?
So, the platform still works? That's amazing! Not that we'll be going up in it again. For that, you deserve a little extra on top of your urgently improvised extortive rate. Thank you again for all your help.
Why choose just any choice when you could choose Auntie's choice?
Hell. I've stood this post so many times I could do it in my sleep.
Every time I think I'm having a bad day, I just tell myself... Ah, la-dee-da, look who's back. Didn't you have better things to do? Didn't have time for... Wait, what? Is that from Jackson? Oh, thank the law. Jackson and I are partners, see. He unearthed an unexploited protectorate technology. This is just the thing to put me on the map. Fast-track promotion to lower middle management for sure. Why, that's terrible. But you said you have the schematics. What? So... Jackson, you idiot! Ah! It's a good thing he's dead, because if he wasn't, I'd kill him! There's no... God damn! This was supposed to be my easy path to a promotion. Must be something I can do to salvage this. Tell me, did you come across any other advanced protectorate technology while you were there? Anything more, well, easily... Personal thrusters? No one would ever want such preposterous things. I'd be laughed out of... Well, here's all I can spare in regards to your compensation. Try not to spend it. In the unlikely event things somehow pan out.
You want freedom of choice. You want Auntie's choice.
These riffs got me awful perturbed. Ain't reality hard enough without some nerve-wracking phenomenon punching holes in it?
Paradigm thing you people are always going on about. Does it really improve your life?
Welcome, welcome. See anything you like?
Stop that scrounging around.
Perhaps I'll own two. For now I'll take one that's friend. 'Cause I'm yearning and
How can I improve your day? The anti... Gladly.
Whoever fixes this rift problem is definitely getting a whole side sweep with the head office tower. I just wish they'd solve it already.
I must ask you to hold still. How did you manage to formulate coagulant with only a handful of ingredients? Oh. Well, yes, obviously that was going to be the next thing I tried. In any case, I hate being in debt to anyone, so here, something for your trouble. It's your lucky day, Trooper. Our friend here has manufactured a coagulant that will raise your likelihood of surviving the abscission procedure tenfold.
I'm still not sure about...
What's that burning smell? Oh, good. I think the saw's all warmed up. Take this admonishment with all the professional affection a physician can legally administer.
But without my leg, how am I going to climb the ranks?
Literally, probably not very dexterously. Metaphorically, well, that depends on your own initiative, doesn't it? Oh, I'm sorry. You must be my replacement, since you're so clearly qualified to do my job. I am not required to answer that.
Say, how sore are my pockets gonna be after all this talk? Don't suppose there's a discount for only taking a portion of the leg?
I'm not running a charity. If you desire full treatment, you'll pay full cost. If that's a problem, seek compensation from your commanding officer. A kind, if naive, offer. Unless you have thousands of bits to burn, any amount you could provide would be a drop in the tank at best. My services do not come cheaply.
This is a mighty big decision, Doc. Can I have a moment to noodle on it?
I don't encourage delays, but very well. It'll take a few minutes for me to warm up the saw anyway. Short of you skipping back in time and ordering the coagulant I need, I doubt anything can be done to accelerate the timetable for treating these soldiers. I can barely get the damn thing to produce antiseptic, so I sincerely doubt it. But if you've the training to work such a... Now, was there anything else? My stimulant... I thought I smelled gunpowder and blood. Oh, I'm here for any doctorial services you may require. Yeah, I can apply some Anti's branded deep wound adhesive, but it's hardly cheap. This may sting a little.
Move along.
My records show you have an outstanding fine for past offenses. Pay up or face Auntie's justice. I'm listening. Funny you should say that. I've been entertaining a theory this was a mere misunderstanding, and you were a trustworthy sort. Pleases me to see I had the right of it. Pleasure doing business with you. Watch your...
You might be a friend of Andy's, but that's courting trouble.
Please, limit all respiratory fits of coughing, choking, and/or wheezing to under 10 seconds. Our air filters thank you.
Knock off the funny business. Takes all sorts.
Close to hitting rock bottom.